Hello everyone, this is Duan, and today we're going to look at one features that you probably used in web development, which is the local storage. And in this video, I'm going to go through what is local storage and where it is used in today's application. And we're going to also talk about some of the method that you can use to manage the local storage in your application. At last, we're also going to touch on what are some limitations for local storage and what are some implications. So let's get started. So what is local storage exactly? Local storage, as its name implies, is basically some storage that your browser uses to manage some information stored in your local machine. So local storage in web development is one of the properties of the browser window object. You can use window.localStorage to access what's called a storage object in the DOM. And the storage object gives you several methods to manage the local storage in your web application. The data stored in the local storage is also saved across browser sessions. So that means when you close your browser and the next time you open it, those data will persist across sessions. And the format the local storage uses is using a key value pair. Both key and values needs to be in a string format. So where is local storage used in today's application? Local storage is often used to persist the interface state of your application. So for example, a user wants to get to a specific state of your application, and usually it might take a few steps to do it. This is where the local storage comes in to save the state of the application, so the next time the user go onto your web application, it will take the user directly to that application state. The next thing the local storage is used is to store less sensitive but commonly used information such as preference settings and time-related information. So an example of that is if you log into your YouTube account and open up the development console, you can see in your application tab, you can see a lot of values, key value pairs that is being stored in your local storage that YouTube uses specifically, such as the video quality that you previously set and the volume of the video player that you previously set, and something else such as the expiration date and the creation date that YouTube uses to manage your preference settings. So what are some local storage methods? We have the key method, which is a function that takes in the index number as the argument, and this function will return the name of the key at that specific index. So for example, if you do key 0, it will return the name of the key at the first position in your local storage. And you can also use getItem and using the name of the key to get the value of the key that you provided. And also setItem, you can basically add a key value pair to your local storage using this method. And the remove item just uses the key to remove key value pair in your local storage. Last but not the least is the clear method, which will empty your local storage space. So what are some limitation and implication of using local storage? First of all, many browsers provide up to about 5 megabytes by default for storing data in local storage. If you want to further expand the storage space, you need to use Storage Manager API. At the time of this recording, the Storage Manager API is still in experimental mode, so it might not be supported by many browsers. It's a good idea to not rely on the storage space expansion and try to limit the data stored in the local storage below 5 megabytes. The local storage, as we previously looked at, is accessible using JavaScript methods such as getItem, setItem, so it doesn't actually have any security implemented in it. So which means that you don't want to store sensitive information in it, such as password, email. You don't want those data stored in the local storage because it will be easily hacked by some other user agent. Okay. And the other thing that local storage does is that it runs synchronously in your application. So if you have a lot of local storage operations, it can delay other application functions so that the performance of your application can be impacted as well. Okay, so the last thing is that because local storage uses the string format for both key and values, you will need to use something like JSON, stringify, and JSON parse method to parse between your object and the string format of your local storage. And both stringify and parse are performance heavy functions and you don't want to use them a lot. And this does limit the performance of using local storage as well. Okay, so that's everything you need to know about local storage. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video and would like to see more related content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment below. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.